By the end of this video, you'll be able to sell out any product that you launch on your e-commerce store just by sending out these 7 emails. Let me show you how it's done. Now, before we dive into the actual strategy, I just want to go over a few bullet points on what our goals are while we're building out this entire strategy. So the first point is to intrigue as many people as much as possible before the actual launch date. And we're going to do this by sending out product teaser emails, building hype, and actually getting people excited about the product that you're going to launch. And the second goal is to get low commitments out of these people that are on your email list. And we're going to do this by getting them to sign on to a VIP list and actually adding this event to their calendar. So we're going to make sure that they're not going to miss out this product launch. And lastly, it's obviously just to convert as many people as much as possible so you don't have any more inventory after we're done sending these emails. So now that we went over the goals, let's go into the actual phases of this launch. So first, it's going to be the actual planning phase. So we need to know when the product is actually going to be launching, when the Facebook ads are going to launch, and when it actually is going to be live on the site. Second is going to be grabbing all of the images that you could get just so we could use this inside of the emails. And lastly, it's going to be gathering all the info on the actual product. So the actual benefits, who's it for, who we're sending it out to. And we like to have all this information on a Google Doc just because it's so much easier when you have all of the information in one centralized point rather than asking multiple different people about what's going on inside of the drop. So we like to put all of the information just for it to be a lot easier while we're actually creating the email. So now that we're out of the planning phase, we have all the information about this drop. Now we're going to get into actually creating these emails. So first phase is going to be teasers here. And in this first email, we're going to be sending it out 2 weeks before the actual launch date. And our goal is to just build out an email list for the actual launch so we can start creating some more hype around this and actually piquing the interest of our list. So that's what our entire goal is with this email. And we would send this email out to your newsletter or the people who have engaged with your brand in the last 120 days. And creating a VIP list on Klaviyo is super simple. Let me just show you how to make one real quick. So now that we're in Klaviyo, all you're going to want to do is just create this VIP list. So you're going to want to go to list and segments and then create new and then create list. And you can name this whatever you want. This is going to be totally internal, so nobody's going to see this. You can just name it product name and then VIP list. And then you can just click on create list down here. And then once you're in here, you're going to go to this little tab where it says sign up forms. And then you could basically just copy this subscribe page, or if you want to actually customize it, you can do that as well. Just for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you what this kind of looks like. So right here is going to be where your customers are able to actually sign up for this VIP list. For this headline, I would just make it something about the drop, something like sign up for exclusive access, sign up for VIP access or early access, something along the lines of that. They'll be able to put in their email, their first name and their last name, and they'll be able to subscribe. And then we can start marketing towards them and sending them emails out. And we're actually going to be doing something with this list the day before the actual launch date. So I'll go into that a little bit later into the video. So now the second email in this teasers phase is going to be sent out 1 week before the actual launch date. And our goal here is just to list out the benefits of the actual product so the list knows what they should expect and if they actually care about the product or not. Another thing we also like to do is just increase some of that scarcity just a little bit. We could say something along the lines of, we have X amount of products with Y amount of people in our VIP list. So you want to make sure to be the first person to get your hands on this, basically just increasing that sort of scarcity a little bit and just making sure that they're going to be on your website the day of the product launch. And I just want to clarify, before the actual launch date, you don't have to just send these 2 emails for teaser emails. You can send out as many as you would like. I just wanted to put these 2 here specifically, just because this is the bare minimum of what you should be sending out, just so we could stay top of mind with our list. So now going into phase 2 of this product launch, we're going to be building up the hype as much as possible. So in this first email, we're going to send this out 3 days before the actual launch date. We're going to send out a blurry picture of the actual product right above the fold. So it's going to be the first thing that they see when they open up the email. And one of the reasons why this section is so important is because we're going to be creating a calendar reminder for people to use for the actual launch date. So our angle is going to be, our new product is almost here in 3 days. Sign up for our calendar reminder so you don't miss the launch. Now, how do you actually create this calendar reminder? Let me show you right now. All right, so I use this software called Calendar Link just to create these calendar reminders. It's free, so you don't have to pay anything as well. And all you have to do is just sign up for an account. You have to put in a little bit of information about yourself. I have no affiliation with them, by the way. And once you're already signed up and you're inside of this dashboard, all you're gonna have to do is just click on Create Event. And then once you are here, you could just add the product name, and then you could do like launch, or you could do something like is here. With an exclamation point. We could put it for, let's just say tomorrow at 8 in the morning. Maybe that's the time that you want to launch this product. right there. And you can actually put in the product link right here so people can just click on it as soon as the reminder comes on their phone. So this is the biggest reason why the strategy works so well. I'm not sure if you ever gotten a calendar reminder on your phone. I bet you have, but that typically stands out on my phone rather than the hundreds of other notifications that I also get. So setting this up is very crucial, and all you have to do is just click on save and publish. And then once this event is published, all you're gonna have to do is just copy this link, and you could view it as well just to make sure everything looks good. And this is basically what your customers are going to be seeing. So they'll just click on add to calendar, and they could choose Google, Apple, Outlook, anything that they use. They could easily just add it there. Now the second email inside of phase 2 is going to be building up the hype a day before the actual launch. And this email is going out to your entire newsletter list. It's going to be a plain text email that's going to be letting your list basically know that tomorrow is actually the big day. Be on the lookout at 10 a.m. EST or 8 a.m. EST. Basically, whatever time you're actually going to drop the email, just put that time over there. And once again, we're going to be pushing that calendar reminder just so they fully don't miss out on this actual product launch. Now, as well as a day before the actual launch, we're going to be sending out an early access email to our VIP list. This is basically going to be a plain text email once again. And this is only going to be to people who have joined your VIP list or the people who have purchased at least 3 or more times in the last year. Now, the reason why we send out to these people as well is because these people are actually a lot more loyal than your VIP list, just because they have bought 3, 4, even 5 times on your website. So they're most likely going to buy whenever you have a new product launching on your site as well. This honestly just catches them off guard, and this is the biggest effect of why we send out this email a day before, just because during this entire 2-week period, we tell them that it's going to be sent on this date, but then once we send them the access a day before, they're going to be a lot more excited and actually just purchase it before anybody else. It also gives them that kind of exclusivity factor and that VIP status. The actual day of the launch, we're going to be sending this product launch email. So it's going to be a short email that just shows off the product, has a headline and the offer, and this is all going to be above that fold. So the first thing that they see whenever they open up that email. And our goal for this email is just to drive as many clicks as much as possible to the product page. And we want to make sure that we're excluding purchasers as well. So we want to think of this email kind of like a bridge, taking them from their inbox to our site as fast as possible. That's why we want to make this as short as possible as well. And then on the next day after this product launch, we want to send out a scarcity email talking about what's left. The angle that we're going to be hitting is hurry up, because once it's gone forever. And we want to make sure that we're excluding purchasers one more time. And now on the off chance you still have a lot more stock than you like, you just keep on sending out emails, I'd say for about a week span. You can send out every single day or every other day, basically just promoting the benefits, the social proof, and how people are actually liking this new product. Now, this is the exact 7 email sequence that we are using for our clients to actually sell out all of their new products whenever they are launching. So if you like the same results without having to go through this entire process, and you want us who have done this before for other brands to actually do this for you, all you got to do is click that first link in the description. It's also going to be pinned inside of the comments as well. You could book a call directly with me, and we can get this entire thing strategized for your brand. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this entire video informative.